Sunday project day. It's the second week of April, so pretty much every afternoon, evening, we're gonna have a project. Yesterday we
already know that.
Yeah, we got the piglets out yesterday, so they are in their fence. They're doing awesome, no issues. I didn't even hear them or see them get shocked really at all.
I did this morning.
Oh,
it was really fast. It's
I did.
all right. They're okay.
So they're doing good.
They
They're doing really good.
They're wagging their tails.
Yep. So now what we're gonna do is Dustin's gonna clean out the stall that they were in, take all that straw and manure and all that kind of stuff, start our compost pile for this summer, and then we're going to take some of the sod and stuff that they've already dug up from their new paddock and fill in this area behind us, which was just like completely destroyed by our pigs last year and then continued to be destroyed this year by the piglets. And then the third thing that we're gonna do is start planting some of our potatoes. Right back behind this area is a spot that we've had chickens before and the pigs rooted it up.
Yep, they did a great job.
We're gonna turn that into a small potato patch and start some of our potatoes today too. So come along with us. Come here, sit. So part one of project one is done. So basically, this garden actually kind of technically started like 2 years ago, or maybe even 3 years ago. When we first got into homesteading, the first thing that we did was get chickens, and we always kept our chickens in here where you saw the pigs. And we actually added a door here, and this whole area that I just turned into a garden bed was actually their run. This is before we learned about like pastures, poultry, and moving them every day and things like that. So we just went with the more traditional coop with a run, and we hated it. So that's what kind of got us into pastured poultry and things like that, which now we love. I recommend that to everybody. But the good thing is, during the year or two that we had chickens here, obviously they scratched it up. This used to be all grass. So they scratched it up, they pooped on it, they did all those things, which is great. Last summer, with the first round of pigs we got, we had them over here. So same thing, they rooted it up, and they obviously pooped and peed in there too. And then as you just saw with the piglets that we have this year, they've been here for about 3 weeks. So yeah, now 3 years later and two different types of animals and 3 different runs of them, we have a garden bed, which is pretty cool. The other thing that I think is kind of neat is that all of these rocks that you just saw me edge in were actually all from our property. Last year, when we had our piglets, we had them over on the edge of our property that's really rocky and just kind of covered in weeds and things like that. And that was actually the kind of final straw that got Dustin to convince me to get pigs, is he was like, oh yeah, it'll clean up that whole side of the area that's all rocky that we can't get a rototiller into. And I was like, okay, like that sounds like a good idea. But in rooting it, they kicked out all of these really cool stones. I have no idea what kind of rocks they are. Maybe you guys could figure it out, I'll show you one. But yeah, so this garden really is a product of the animals that we've had on this farm, or this, not farm I guess, but on our property, which I think is really cool. And the plan is to plant potatoes here. Okay, so from what I was able to find while I was edging it out, one kind of rock is this one. It's got a whole bunch of layers. It's very flat. I don't know if that would be like slate. I really have no clue. We live in upstate New York, zone 5B. If you're a rock person, you want to tell me what it is? This is another one. Same kind of thing. It definitely like chips easily. Not as like layery though. And the final one, there were very few of these, but this is just like a normal round stone, no layers, doesn't chip. So I'd be interested to know what they are if anyone knows. I just think they're pretty. All right, the potato patch, at least this potato patch, is done. All right, project number 2 is done. Dustin cleaned out all of the straw that was in here. And we had so much, there's 2 compost piles. So now we're going on to the third project. Okay, so we did everything we wanted to today. So I'll give you a quick rundown and then we're gonna go on a ride on the quad.
Yeah.
So we just finished this up. It's not done yet because we don't have enough dirt, but we started to fill this area in so there's not a ditch anymore, which is awesome because I'm sick of twisting my ankle. Like I said before, Dustin cleaned out this whole stall area. I didn't help at all, so thank you for doing the nasty job.
Absolutely.
And we did our potato patch, edged it, got it all done. We of course did our normal chores, like we moved our chickens, got the pigs all set up, and also part of doing this job and filling this in was really cleaning up their fence and making sure it wasn't grinding out anymore. So pretty successful afternoon. We did all that in probably like 4 hours. So not bad at all. And now we're gonna go on a ride on the quad.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you thought.
See ya.
Bye.